I'm Paula Williams.
I'm John Williams. Our company is ABCI, Aviation Business Consultants International. We work with a lot of aviation companies to help them find customers and sell their products.
We're working with the Aviation Pros to provide information to you so that you can have a profitable experience with trade shows.
So we always say no random acts of marketing.
Presenting at a trade show without sending invitations is definitely a random act of marketing.
Precisely. That's like throwing a party at your house without letting anyone know about it. You're just hoping people walk by and see all the cars, hear music, and decide to come in.
Yep. There's a lot of people that go to trade shows, and you'll get a few people dropping by your booth at random just because they see your booth and what's going on, but you really want to be strategic about this. So the obvious answer is to invite people to your booth.
That does seem rather obvious.
I know, right? But how many really cool invitations do you get? We get all kinds of other advertising and things, but you really want yours to stand out, especially from the perspective of your very best customers.
Exactly. So you want your invitation to really stand out from the crowd and be there early as well.
Absolutely.
So before we design those fabulous invitations, it's best that we have a reason for people to visit your booth. We've actually created a whole video on contests, demos, and events. Make sure you see that one. The title is Getting People to Your Trade Show Booth.
Exactly. Just plain old come to my booth isn't very compelling.
But come into our raffle or try your skills at our trivia quiz or get your passport stamped, etc.
Or schedule a product demo or a mini consultation at our booth is much more effective.
It costs money to send invitations. You need to make sure yours stand out.
Definitely. You really want to make it worth the investment if you're going to go to the trouble of getting them printed and sent.
One of our best tools for direct mail, including trade show invitations, is the double-sized postcard, as you see here.
Exactly. This is an 8.5 by 5.5 inch postcard, and it requires a first-class stamp. We like to use an arresting image on the front and information on the back.
These oversized postcards are great for several reasons. You can make them really visually attractive, and they don't need envelopes.
You know, John, most of us sort our mail over the trash can, and we don't even open mail that looks like an ad from somebody we don't know.
Exactly. So we need to get their attention with an arresting image and a great headline.
Right, and then when you turn it over like this, these large postcards have room for lots of information. So we mention our special event.
And mention that seating is limited and ask people to reserve a seat.
Which is great because then we have the opportunity to know who is coming and to send them some additional information before the show.
And it makes them more likely to show up for our event because they know we've reserved a seat for them.
We also want to create an event and invite people on social media.
Facebook or Google Plus is best for this, depending on the audience. Most shows create an event on Facebook at least.
Exactly, and most enable the participants to invite their own guests. So here we can invite people to visit us at the Aviation Pros live show in Las Vegas.
And people can see who else is attending, which encourages people who may be on the fence about a particular event.
Right, if your friends are going, you're more likely to go.
Exactly.
So here's another thing we like to do. We ask questions on the event page.
That gives people an idea of what you'll be talking about or what problem you'll be addressing in your booth, product, demos, or workshops.
Anything to generate interest, and it also gives you some feedback about the people that are going and what their concerns are.
You can also add images and other materials to let people know what they'll see at your booth or workshop.
Yep, images get a lot more attention than just text updates, so be creative.
People ask us, when is the best time to send invitations?
Again, you're spending money on these things, so you want to make sure you get the best return on investment.
Well, the answer is, it depends, I guess.
That's helpful.
It actually is. Informational invitations should be sent earlier. Then, as it gets closer to the show, you can provide more specific confirmation type invitations later.
Ideally, we want to send 2 types of information in the mail, or invitations in the mail. Send a larger number of those oversized postcards early, and then a smaller number of formal invitations to the folks that responded, as well as the special customers and prospects that you really want to see.
And social media invites and updates all the way through weeks prior, during, and even after the show.
Most people are surprised when we say you should send social media invites and updates even during and after the show.
Yes, but most people who attend trade shows have smartphones or tablets and are checking email even during the show.
Which drives us crazy when we're talking about booth personnel, but visitors are going to do what they're going to do.
Yes, they are, but if they've got their nose buried in their gadgets, they might as well be reading about you.
Exactly. So provide a series of updates, photos, graphs, charts, and other interesting facts before, during, and after the show.
So getting people talking on social media is what they call buzz, right?
Yep, and many shows have specific hashtags on Twitter so that people can find relevant updates quickly like these. You can see these have the NBAA13 hashtag, so this way we can see all of the buzz about last year's NBAA show in one place.
So here's the list of things to do to make your invitation successful.
It's not as simple as just printing something up and sending it out.
Not if you want to have a successful event, that is.
Remember, if great marketing was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Lucky for you, your competition is probably not doing great marketing, but you have the opportunity to really stand out.
Exactly. So if this is the first time you've tuned in, this video is part of a series that ABCI has put together in conjunction with Aviation Pros Live.
This series includes topics like how a trade show fits into your complete marketing system, and we provide details of what we've done for clients to help them have a successful, profitable trade show.
So make sure you see the rest of the videos in this series. In the meantime, download our ebook. Aviation people are all into pre-flight checklists, right?
Yep, especially since they save so much time and prevent so many mistakes. I wouldn't take off without following the checklist, and I wouldn't invest in a trade show without walking through the items that we know will make it successful.
See you next time.